So the Junior Investigator Network Group has been set up to basically help facilitate the training of both clinical and non-clinical junior investigators. So the purpose of JING is to make sure that the trainees are armed with everything they need to get ahead, get them together, get them talking to the people who will be their collaborator in the future, and also get people talking with the people who have skills that they need.
We have a 2 days residential course where junior investigators, being them clinical or non-clinical, come together to learn about early phase trial and translational study. So I think the main benefits are networking, learning, and applying their learned into their experience.
You learn a lot about the basics. When you're actually at that stage where you're involved with trials and can be more of a faculty role, you get to hear about lots of really interesting stuff. You get to help people who are going through exactly the same situation as you were doing just a year or two ago. And like all circumstances where you teach, you learn more by doing the teaching than you ever did when you were sitting there learning.
ECMCs do work together, and what has been just so neat about the sessions is that you get the clinical input, you get the basic biologist input, and you get the statistical input to help them design sort of the best study possible to sort of take forward and to give to ECMC.
So scientific peer review is the lifeblood of what we do. Without peer review, you can't get other people's ideas into your own ideas. But what the ECMC Secretariat has done for this is to create a forum where we make that easy. It gives these new investigators an opportunity to do scientific peer review, and it's fantastic.
You kind of helped us in those circumstances.
I really enjoyed the patient involvement session this morning. It was very interactive and really made me look at how I write my lay summaries in detail, and I think it will improve my applications in the future.
But if you go in underneath that...
I think Junior Investigator Network is really important because it's about training the researchers of the future. So actually learning from others, people, and actually working with people affected by cancer as well enables them to be empathetic to the needs of people affected by cancer.
It's my first experience of thinking and considering how you go about designing trials, so it's been really informative.
Actually, it's my second time here at the meeting. It's a great experience because it gives us, junior investigators, the possibility to hear from senior investigators or more experienced investigators how to approach the reality of the research.
I particularly like how the clinicians get to interact with the scientists, because often that doesn't happen in your host lab, and it can set you up for collaborations for your whole life, which I think obviously is needed in translational research where everything is so multidisciplinary.
I think it was a great opportunity to talk to other investigators, both junior and senior, about your ideas and to get feedback for the next steps.
And everyone's very approachable, helpful, and the overall feeling is that everyone's here to help and improve your research and help your career.
And so I've come here at the stage of starting to design my first clinical trials, and it's been a really useful meeting actually, from the point of view of getting input as well about how I can better design and run the trials.
And I haven't been to a similar kind of sort of experimental cancer conference that works in such small group work, and then to actually sit down and be interrogated on it in a very friendly way with like-minded peers and seniors who can give you fantastic advice. I found it really useful.
What one word would you use to describe your JING experience?
Interesting.
Collaborative.
Stimulating.
Future.
Enthusiastic. They're also enthusiastic, all the youngsters.
In one word, fantastic.
Innovative or innovating.
Well, the future.
Interactive.
Networking.
One word.
Probably informative.
Surprising.
Jing-tastic.